when the fox could not reach the sweet grapes, they started calling the grapes sour. I'm here today to bust a myth, to clear a false propaganda that has been going on for thousands of years. It is about Shivling. It is about Shiv and Uma, and it is about Swachhanda Bhairav and Aghoreshwari Kurukulla in Kailash. Certain banished Muktaka Siddhas, when they went to Kailash, what they saw was that Maha Siddhas, the great Kolachari, Tantra tradition, Kolantak Siddhas, were teaching their disciples, where people would go to Kailash and come back holding a Ling in their hand. People would visit Kailash and come back holding a Yoni in their hand. And when these banished Siddhas saw that, they did not understand the significance of it. And because they were disqualified from learning certain hidden Tantra of Siddhas, they wrote all sorts of nonsense. They wrote that Shiv and Uma are worldly gods who are engaged in sexual union all through the day. Shiv is a god who is always desiring sexual intercourse, and they don't have time for their devotees because they are always engaged in sexual union in Kailash. So when devotees would visit Kailash, these banished Siddhas wrote that Shiv and Parvati would give a Ling and a Yoni to those people and send them away because they are too busy having sex. That's what they wrote in their ignorance. The truth is far more profound and hidden that evaded their ignorant eyes, perhaps because they did not get the wisdom tradition, perhaps they did not get empowerment from Mahasiddhas of Himalaya. They wrote all this nonsense. But I'm here to clear that myth. You have to imagine the time that a Mahasiddha is teaching various disciples, and all disciples are of different capacity of understanding, have the different capacity of understanding, and have different qualification and eligibility. So if a Mahasiddha has to give a special empowerment or a special hidden knowledge or wisdom to one of the qualified disciple so that the other disciples not even know about it, how would they do it? So they devised a careful way of giving the hidden knowledge in form of a Ling, because why not? Because if you understand a Shivling represents the Shiv, the ultimate consciousness, the reality, the truth, the wisdom, the Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, and Yoni, the Shakti, the manifested energy of the universe. And it is the conversation between the Shiv and Shakti, as Shiv Swachhanda Bhairav and Aghoreshwari Kurukulla, or Shiv-Uma, the conversation between Shiv and Uma, that gave rise to the wisdom tradition of Agam and Nigam, that is the basis of all Tantra of the world. Every Shivling has a matching Yoni, and only when the Shivling is established on a matching Yoni, the truth is revealed. How appropriate that when the Shiv and the Shakti becomes one, in the union of Shiv and Shakti, the knowledge or the wisdom manifests. And the Kolacharis who come from the tradition of Maha Matsyendranath, who is the originator of the Kautuk Vidya, the Bajigari Vidya, used this knowledge in such a poetic and profound way to bring about this truth that it is the union of Shiv and Shakti. It is the union of Ling and Yoni that manifests the wisdom. So this is how Mahasiddhas, under the great tradition of Mahasiddha Matsyendranath, started using Shivling and Yoni to hide hidden Tantra and hidden wisdom tradition that they would only give to qualified disciples. And this Tantra, this hidden wisdom would only be revealed when the Shiv is in union with Shakti. How appropriately. And when the Shiv is in union with Shakti, then this Tantra is revealed, and which contains all the hidden wisdom tradition, the yantra, the mantra, the rituals and the yoga, and all the knowledge that is necessary for the sadhana practice that the practitioner would use. This is the reason why the Shivling was carried with great reverence, why the Yoni was carried with great reverence by those practitioners, because it contained hidden tantra, hidden wisdom tradition, which eluded people who were watching it from the outside. Well, I'm not here to reveal a hidden secret of Mahasiddhas in this video. I am here to tell you about the great tradition of Mahasiddhas and how they transferred the knowledge in Kalantak Siddha tradition from guru disciple. When you want to learn about Tantra, when you want to understand the hidden wisdom in the Tantra, you should learn from the practitioners and not from the bystanders who were not even allowed to enter that secret tradition. You should not learn also from the academics who are writing books about it rather than actually practicing it and gaining qualification to actually enter the tradition.